since that one psychopath moment, it's led to some really, like, little happy moments with all of them doing stuff, and I think that's really, really nice. Hello everybody, Harry here, and we are back for Stardew Valley. And the fortune teller? Ah, I sense a new viewer has joined us. Young man from Stardew Valley. Welcome, welcome. That's creepy. Where's your camera? Like, do you just spy on people's houses all the time? Is that... breach of safety. The spirits are very happy today. They'll do their best to shower everyone with good fortune. Amazing. So, first and foremost, the nice thing about a rainy day is I do not have to worry about the crops at all. The second thing is I am going to do some extra planting today because I completely forgot all of those seeds were in here. Now, I know I wanted to keep this forage for the potential of the remix bundle, but I also do need some money in game so that I can buy the next backpack and possibly some other things from town and when the time comes. Which means, realistically, I should go and buy some more seeds right... That was a creepy sound. Realistically, I should go and buy some more seeds right now, so that I'm using the money from selling all of this stuff, so that I'm able to effectively recover. I don't want to say recover, but like keep planting more crops and make some more money. And the rest of the time I can spend doing instant money gathering with things like fishing. Oh, I'm a muppet. There was a quest, wasn't there? Willie's fishing quest. Oh, it just needs me to catch the bass. I don't need to... Oh, I see. And we caught it down here. At the end of last time, I said I was probably going to tell you guys some stories, just like making this a bit of a video blog series, and I'm 100% down for that. I think the Bismia Factions SMP server, when I do get back to... Whoa, what on earth? Okay, yeah, I was never catching that. Never catching that. But yeah, the Bismia Factions SMP server is something like for me and my friends to do multiplayer on, and for me to do subscriber goals. Sky Wars, I know it doesn't really do well. That's my first shad. Sky Wars, I know doesn't really do very well, but Sky Wars is kind of for me. I really enjoy PvP in Minecraft. And I know I'm not the best at it, I know I'll never be the most competitive at it, and I know I don't always have the time to put into it, but it is just one of those things that I really enjoy. There is another series I'm going to be doing while I'm on and off again with the server lately. Oh, that bounce was really bad from this. Hello? Oh, this is hard. I feel like I'm too low of a level for this fish. Ah! No! Damn it. But yeah, there is another series with a friend of mine, and I'm thinking about getting people on the from the server one-to-one to do continue doing that series. But for this, I feel like it's going to be a bit more like a video vlog. So, to reveal a little something about myself, I have a couple of jobs that I work and still do YouTube every now and again, and those jobs I get to run probably my favourite game ever, and at the start of the series you guys saw me put it down as my favourite, which is Dungeons and Dragons. Now, I get to run D&D sometimes for some young people and some old people. It really just depends where I'm at and trying to concentrate on catching this fish. I'm really bad at catching that fish, so I'm going to move upstream to see if I can not suck so bad at doing this. But yeah, I get to run them for some like young people and some old people, and with the younger ones we were running for recently, we were putting them up against a boss fight and kind of building them up over a short campaign to face an impossible boss. The idea was that they aren't meant to beat this end boss, and they're meant to, like, we've told them this from the start when they've made their characters, it's kind of building them up to fail, but in a way where they can do so cooperatively. It's designed to teach them the fundamentals of the game. As you succeed together, you fail together, regardless, we want you guys to have a good time. And man, those people understood the assignment. Like, absolutely understood it. And some of the kids were... I need to find Willie now. And some of the kids were really, really good with all of this. Now, we have one group that's coming across them. And we've thrown at them Xanathar from D&D. And if you guys know D&D, you'll know who Xanathar is. He's one of the popular Beholder characters, and we'd made him a bit of a meme. He's the, leader of the Guild of Assassins, Thieves, and Ne'er-do-wells. Hello. Hello, Mr. Seagull. Oh, goodbye, Mr. Seagull. And we'll continue this story after I visit Willie. So let's go ahead and collect my reward from him. Hey, you No, that wasn't him. What was Willie again? He was a little bit southern, from the water, weren't he? Hey, you succeeded. No. Hey, you succeeded, Harry. Skirt. A smallmouth bass is an exciting catch, don't you think? One time I caught one the size of a small motorcycle. Well, here's your reward. Congratulations. Thank you, Willie. What a lovely guy. I wanted to spend some more money as well, so I'll go quickly do that. But yeah, they're going up against Xanathar, guild kingpin of, all these bad people. And they've been given a quest. And the quest is that Xanathar visits the public library very often, and no one ever takes him down. And he goes with his best friend, the only person who ever trusted in this world, the fish, Silgar. He tells his fish everything. So the plan is simple. I'll close on Wednesday 7s. So the plan is simple. Kidnap the fish, so that they can get people with beast speech to basically talk to the fish and get all of the plans of the evil guild, and it's fantastic what some of these young people managed to come up with. So they go ahead and I have to actually go up that way. Screw it, we're here now. So they go ahead and one group decides, why do we kick in the door? Why is every group kicked in the door? You know, they're just kicking in the door, running at this beholder and getting annihilated. They're just getting zapped into dust immediately, or eviscerated, or inverted, and all of these things. So why don't we just knock on the door and politely ask if we can see his fish and scout out the area? So they do just that. They knock on the door and Xanathar's like, who is it? And they're like, hello, Xanathar, we're here to speak to your fish. And Xanathar's response is, Silgar, you didn't tell me you had any friends. Of course you do, you're so popular after all. So the kids manage to blag their way in, past Xanathar. They go up to the fish and they start making animal handling checks. And they're all succeeding really well. And they're asking, does he like mistletoe? And it's like, oh my lord, I'm not catching that fish. Does he like mistletoe? And Xanathar's response is, no, he's terribly allergic. Cheese? No, he's lactose intolerant. Sorry. What about fishing bait? You know what? They succeed on the fishing bait one. He's like, yeah, alright, he likes fishing bait. You can feed him, but not too much. So they go ahead and do that. And then the kids start questioning, wait, why are we doing this? Why have we bothered with this quest in the first place? Xanathar here, he just wants to be with his fish. He's just so happy. All on his own with his fish. Why do we have to ruin this? Why do we have to ruin this for this guy? And so most of the group sits there and goes, you know what? We've had our time in the game now. I think it's good for our characters to just decline this quest and move on. We know he's a bad guy, but he doesn't seem to be that bad of a guy. So most of them say their goodbyes to Silgar and Xanathar. They say they'll send more fishing bait in the mail. One of the kids stays by the bowl, and Xanathar goes ahead and leads the rest to the door. Keeping 2 of his 10 eye stalk rays on the one that's near Silgar. So he says his goodbyes to most of the characters, and the rest of the characters kind of go all right, we're good. And the one that's by the fishbowl goes, Xanathar, can I feed your fish one more thing? And I'm like, sure, make a persuasion check. And they go, no, Harry, no, it's going to be a deception check. I'm like, alright, make a deception check. At this point I got a bit worried. Natural 20. So critical success. And Xanathar goes, oh, sure, of course. He deserves a treat today. Been a very good fish. And that little kid goes, I pull out 3 vials of acid and pour it onto the goldfish. The rest of the table all looks in utter disbelief and like comedic horror. Like everyone was like laughing about it. Like, no, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Everyone rolls initiative. Xanathar goes first. His raise that he rolls for randomly in front of them is death, disintegration. Everyone gets wiped out immediately, and that's how the game ends. And I'm like, this was truly the worst possible outcome. And that one kid is holding his hands either side, like at shoulder height, almost clenched in like fists, and just laughing maniacally while the rest of the group is sitting there, wetting themselves with laughter. And that's like one of those D&D stories now that I'm forever going to tell. Like, I'm never gonna run again for that group, I don't think. It was like a one-off. Some parents wanted their kids to have a good time, and I've got my background checks and all of that. It's one of the reasons why I'm very secretive about like where I work and what I do, because I don't want people getting hurt from it. So, but those kids just like, hey, new record. Those kids just had like a really good time the whole way through and fully understood the assignment. And eventually, in one of those groups, Xanathar was eventually beaten. One of the groups successfully managed to kidnap Silgar from Xanathar. But also, a lot of the groups from that point on were just content to let Xanathar have his fish, because they saw how happy it made the beholder, and it's since led to since that one psychopath moment, it's led to some really, like, little happy moments with all of them doing stuff, and I think that's really, really nice. Some wholesome endings there that were caused by one crazed moment. And that's what I think D&D is kind of all about. If you've never played Dungeons and Dragons before, and like this is the first D&D story you've ever heard, find a storyteller that's willing to just... Oh, there's some forage up here. Find a storyteller that's willing to just rule of cool it. You know, have a storyteller that's just going to say, like, yeah, the rules say this, but like, this sounds funny, so we'll go ahead and do the funny, because that's what makes D&D so special. And like, lay out your expectations beforehand as well. That's also quite important. But there we are. Are any of these people I haven't spoken to before? What on earth are you doing here? I thought you were living with your parents. Hey, sorry in advance if I ever say anything rude. I didn't get much sleep last night. Oh. Well, thank you, person. You've at least changed my self-esteem now. In my self-esteem? In my esteem. English. Alright. Do I have to go over the counter and speak to you? I think I do. Hello. I need to buy something for our lovely mayor for his birthday. And I think beer. You know what? I don't need the wiki. I'm just going to give him a beer. Not that guy in the corner, but our mayor for his birthday. Which is, if I quickly go up here and check... Nothing posted today. Well, yeah, of course, it's raining and horrible. Everyone's in the bar, and I don't blame them. On Sunday. So episode 7, we'll go ahead and give that beer to our wonderful mayor. It's not a bad haul. I'm not the best at fishing in this game. Whatever that thing was that was escaping me last time was quite difficult. Driftwood's trash, so we'll get rid of the trash for now. Not the beer. We've got the beer! And at some stage you do want to buy a silo. I remember the last time I played this game, buying the silo early was super important for the winter. So I want to do that again, which means I need a load of wood for everything. So let's go ahead and harvest all of that stuff up now and get rid of these little planks on the floor. Ooh! A geode. You found a geode. The local blacksmith can break it open for you. Who knows what might be hidden inside? Amazing! Right, we'll go ahead and do that next session, so I'll leave that in my inventory for next time. Oh, you don't use any resources for getting rid of that. Ooh, okay. It's only 2 per swing of these, so let's just get rid of those and not risk it any further. Alright, so let's keep the geo on my person and the fishing rod. We're up to 100 wood. I need another 400. Oh, I need this energy up. Or to just buy a load of food. Thank you all very much for watching at this point. And remember, if you liked it, go ahead and like the video, give me a sub, and tell me if you want to hear any more of these stories or anything else. I'd love to see you guys in the comments. I know I've had... their original account name was Mr. Minecraft. They've changed it, and I've forgotten what they've changed it to. Oh no, we've had Mr. Minecraft Blue Flame and my usuals in the comments. We've had Kiara and Lotoko and Thick Burger Man. There's a lot of you guys. I'm not going to list you all off, but we've had like a lot of people once again in the comments giving me some real good feedback. So if you liked stories like this one, I can tell you many about a variety of the different games that we've played in the past, and the different groups, both serious and wholesome and funny and all sorts. And it makes me really happy to have that nerd out. This is a long outro now. Thank you all very much for watching. And I will see you guys in the next one. Hey, we made over $1,000. If only I could do that in one day in real life.